An officer was teaching new recruits to throw hand grenades, but he was completely unaware that danger was imminent. A timid recruit pulled the pin, yet foolishly dared not throw it. The instructor told him to throw it quickly, but the recruit, who had never thrown a grenade before, was so scared that he threw it right at his feet. The instructor turned and ran, leaving the recruit still in a daze. At the critical moment, a recruit rushed forward, using his body to block the grenade. In the next second, he was blown to pieces. The next day, a funeral was held in the army. The recruit, who had saved 20 comrades, was awarded a hero's medal. But the training had to continue. That day's training was high jump. The instructor was emphasizing the importance of abdominal muscles. To show the new recruits his ABS, he asked Jack to punch him. The instructor took a deep breath and told Jack to do it. But Jack stood still. The instructor just relaxed. When Jack immediately threw a heavy punch, then the instructor let Jack pilot a glider, with no protective measures at all. The glider was held by 14 people. The observer waved his hand, and the 14 new recruits let go of the ropes. The towing task was completed. The glider soared into the sky. Jack was both scared and excited, experiencing the feeling of flying. Next, the instructor ordered the new recruits to gather on the frozen lake and drilled 2 holes in the ice. He told the recruits to take off their clothes. Faced with the instructor's order, the recruits had no choice but to obey. In weather of minus 30 degrees Celsius, they jumped directly into the ice holes. The will to survive drove the recruits to keep swimming forward, clinging tightly to the rope as if it were a lifeline. After 10.5 minutes, they finally reached the exit. The boys struggled to get out of the water. Grateful to have survived, other recruits kept jumping into the ice hole and then emerging from the water. But 20 minutes had passed, and the last recruit still hadn't appeared. Only then did everyone realize something was wrong. Jack threw himself onto the ice, swept away the snow on the ice, and shouted his comrade's name on the ice. But he found that the recruit had let go of his hands. The recruit couldn't stand the pressure from the training and gave up the will to survive. Jack picked up a pickaxe, smashed it hard against the ice, trying to break through to save his comrade. He used all his strength, but the ice still didn't break. The two said their final goodbyes through the ice. Then the boy fell asleep forever at the bottom of the lake. Jack wanted to issue an obituary for the boy and have him buried in the martyrs' cemetery, but the principal rejected it outright and even blamed the recruit's death on Jack.